Hey guys, Archangel here with my review of the new Final Fantasy 15 DLC episode, Prompto. Prompto is a fan favorite character. He has a very huge following when it comes to the game. And his story outside of Noct is the story everyone wanted to know about, especially after during the main story when you find out who Prompto actually is in terms of where he comes from. So with that said, the video does contain spoilers. You have been warned on that front. The episode starts off in setting the tone, a tone in which is very cinematic, letting you know this is going to be a very slow-paced DLC and way more slow-paced than the episode with Gladio, in which was pretty action-packed but also really short, which is okay. These are not expensive DLCs; they're like four bucks, and if you have the digital edition, they're free. So it's okay for DLCs of this price range to be at the length that they are. This episode, however, is way longer than Gladiolus. At least that's how it seems because of all the cinematic add-ins. In which I guess I should mention that if you aren't into story-driven games, this isn't for you. This DLC focuses on the story. It's really slow-paced game, but part of that is because of how limited Prompto himself is. Controlling Prompto is a lot different than controlling Gladio or not. The focus of your combat is gunplay, and that puts you into a third-person shooter aspect. Now the gunplay isn't very fluid, and auto-locking makes it annoying at a lot of the times. There is even an obligatory gun turret part, so it seems Square Enix borrows from very basic cliche shooter mechanics and tropes. In which, speaking of that turret section, that's a boss fight. The entire turret thing is a boss fight, and it's quite awful, and probably the biggest downfall of this DLC. The controls of the turret is just so bad, and the boss fight itself is an insult to the game. A game with nothing but good to great boss fights. I guess I expected something more when it came to what a final boss fight in this game would have been like. Something epic maybe, not a copy paste of a Reaper turret section from Mass Effect.
It's not a Reaper base, it's a live Reaper. I need an orbital strike.
Besides that though, it is a worthwhile experience. You get to experience what happens with Prompto when when Noct knocks him off the train. So you get to see what goes on between him, like how did he get to where he is, and you get to basically just learn about the backstory of this character who a lot of people really like because he is a pretty interesting character, and this story is rather interesting. So at its core, it is worth experiencing if you are into Final Fantasy 15. If you enjoyed the main game, it is worth playing. Again, you might get annoyed by the gunplay, you might get annoyed by just how kind of slow paced it is. But outside of that, in terms of its story aspects, it's well worth playing. So with that said, my score for episode Prompto DLC is a 5 out of 10. The story aspect of it is great. The visuals are great, but the combat holds it back. The clunky controls, the horrid turret boss fight. The best boss fight of the DLC was against a robotic monkey, so that should tell you something about the game. And even with that, it would be a lot better if the gunplay was better. The gunplay itself just holds it back, and that's why it's a 5 out of 10 for me. It's not a bad story. Prompto is great, the writing is great, everything, the visuals, like I said, is all great. It's just the gunplay. The gunplay holds it back, and it's just not very good. But again, the biggest flaw of the DLC, besides that, and what holds it back is final boss fight, it's just not a good fight, and it's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. With that said, I can't wait for the Ignis episode. Besides Noctis, Ignis is my second favorite character of the little group. It looks like Iggy has gotten himself into some deep shit this time, so based on like the teaser they have at the end of the Prompto DLC. So I'm curious what goes on with Iggy's little episode. It comes out in I think it said December, which is a long ways away, but you know what? It is what it is. I can't wait for it to come out, but it leaves some anticipation. But with all that said, that's it for this video. Leave any thoughts you have in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Do you recall the child who was stolen from this facility?
The one those Lucians absconded with?
Precisely. I thought you might like to see the fine young man he's become these 20-odd years later. So as thanks for bringing your pets to Insomnia, I've brought the boy to you. The time has come to meet your maker. Any questions for Daddy dearest? Father and son. Oh, how I love bringing families together.
No!